money stay high. Go to YouTube for story time with Ray Vibe. We say he's a great guy. Have a lot of fun telling you his life and Blaze Live. Stay high. I dare you tonight to like, share, and subscribe.
What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy. Let me get this out of the way so we can get the real feel of story time with Ray. Booyah, motherfucker. I'm so stupid. Welcome to another episode of Story Time with Ray. That, like I said in my videos and Vibe in my channel, my other channel, it's really difficult to come up with a story to tell you guys that I would feel like it's a good story to tell. And I've been sitting down in the studio today and I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I know exactly which one I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about the first time there was a rat that attacked me. And this is not bullshit. I don't give a fuck what my sisters say. I don't give a fuck what anybody fucking says. This happened to me. I was a little tight. I was a little upset about it because the reaction that I got. That's what it was. That was the first time I felt betrayal from family. You feel me? I had to be... Boy, I was young. I had to be like 7, 8. Minimum. I remember like it was the other day because this is the first time. This is what made me be afraid of rats. That's my worst fear in the world is rats. I don't like them. They're disgusting. They're rodents. I put them in the same categories as squirrels. And y'all already know how I feel about squirrels. But rats are in the top of that food chain. It goes rats, fucking Hector. That's how it goes. All right. I was a wee little lad. And for the most part, I remember having a great day. Birds were chirping. Sun was shining. Music was playing. We were having a grand old fucking time, to be honest with you. My mother and my sisters are getting ready. They're about to go to a party. You see the key word there? They are about to go to a party. Sometimes I wasn't invited, but that's fair. I don't want to go to that dumbass party anyway. And this is the thing about fucking parties, bro. Like, if you go invite one person and you know the rest of the family, your job is to invite the rest of the family, bro. You can't just invite one person from that family. And a +1. Fuck out of here. It's because y'all niggas is greedy. Y'all don't want to give out more food. Everybody get one plate. Fuck that. When we throw parties, when my family throws parties, and whenever we throw parties, multiple plates. You good, baby. There's enough for everybody. And more. But that's not what pisses me off. My mom and my sisters are in the room doing the makeup thing, getting all pretty, putting the, oh, should I wear this or should I wear that? And I'm over here sitting like a buffoon. Because we're going to take you to your grandmother's house. You're going to stay there and sleep there with your cousins. And we're going to go to this party. That's what my mother told me. I was like, I don't want to chill with them. How about if I don't want to chill with them? Jacob farts when he sleeps. Christian eats all the snacks. Umberto's always roasting people. How about if I don't want to say I don't want to chill with them? You're gonna go. All right, whatever. They getting ready. I'm in the living room. For some oddly reason, all the lights were off in the apartment. This was in Brooklyn. All the lights were off in the apartment, except for the room that my sister and everybody was in. And I was being a good child. I was sitting in the couch, swinging my legs. My mother's like, because they used to call me Tony. Or they still do. Tony, no te pongas. They telling me to, see, mama. And I always say it respectfully, like if I was British or something. And I stood there in the living room, swinging my feet in the couch, waiting for them to get ready. So I'm sitting here, And I start hearing a noise coming from the kitchen. I heard. That's what I heard, like a low hum. So for a good like couple of seconds, I was bewildered, to say the least. It's like, what the hell was that? I'm thinking this is my sister's puts the radio on, or something going on, right? A couple minutes pass by, I hear it again. I'm not an investigator type. I don't feel like, hey, there's a noise. Let me go investigate to see what that noise is. And I sat my happy ass there. I've seen every scary movie possible. It never turns out right. It never turns out right to be nosy. If the noise wants to make the noise, let them make the noise. It's none of your business. Why are you even looking at why go inside that room knowing the noise is coming from that room? It's called being nosy. So I heard it and I didn't move. I didn't budge. I didn't try to find out what the fuck it was. All I know is that it was coming from the kitchen area. That's where the noise was coming from. So I'm just like, oh boy, I really fucking hope there ain't nobody broke in that knows my name and is trying to come at me because it wants to take up my light up shoes. I had the light up shoes, the LA Gears, the ones you step on in, you lit up. I was styling and profiling, baby. I could walk at night, and I could do a lot of things with those shoes. It helps me when I'm trying to sneak snacks. You ever sneak snacks with LA Gears on? It's the best feeling in the world, bro. You feel like you're 007. Dun, 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 dun. There was one time that I took my shoes and I scaled the wall to the kitchen. And I even did it. And flopped it like Ace Ventura. With the light up shoes so you can see where you're going. My parents keep that place dark. So I had my LA Gears on. I had my pajama fit. You already know what it is. I was about to get ready to go to these bust ass. I wanted to go to the party. I've never been to one of these damn parties that these girls go to, and I wanted to go, and I was really wanted to go. And there was talks of me and Mike going. That's what got me excited. But then they said, now you can't go because there's a lot of adult shit going on in there, and you're a T-Witty. I like, my sisters is younger than me. Not younger than me, but my sisters are young too. They're not adults. Yeah, but they're not stupid. That's my mother. My mom don't play around, bro. So, but I had to go to my grandparents' house. All right, cool. I'm still sitting there, and I'm playing with my toys. You know, I think that was my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle phase. I think that's when I had a lot of like Leonardo and Michelangelo. I like Leonardo and I like my Michelangelo style. We've had politics in class and with my friends and everything. Who's the better one? Oh, Leonardo's the leader. Oh, but Michelangelo knows how to skateboard and eat pizza. Oh, but Donatello's mad smart and he can make shit and da-da-da. Oh, Raphael's the tough one and da-da-da. I was always Michelangelo. Pizza is the shit. And there's nothing you can do about it. My cousin wanted to go pick Raphael because it's red and he's all attitude and man. Yeah, but he's lonely, bro. But he's lonely. You don't understand that about Raphael. Raphael's a lonely fellow because of his anger. Nobody could love this nigga. Nobody wanted to be Donatello. I don't want to be no dark ass Donatello with a stick. How you fucking up robots with a stick, my guy? Never made any sense to me. The first movie made sense. They're humans. You hit them with a stick, it's gonna fucking hurt. The cartoons, you over here fighting fucking machines with a stick? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I hear the noise one more time. And I'm like, oh fuck. I gotta go to the bathroom. So, I got my LA Gears. Made sure I stopped once, and then I stopped twice. Made sure I had light. Because for some reason, light gave me power. I could run like Sonic the Hedgehog. I could jump like Mario. I could do a whole bunch of shit in my mind. So I go, I run, I'm talking about, that's what you heard when I got up. I ran to the bathroom because I know the noise is coming from that area. I don't know if it's a kitchen. I don't know if it's in the bathroom. But the kitchen's here and the bathroom was right next door to the kitchen. So I'm just like, this is a situation. Should I shit myself or should I not? So I made a decision, pump up your LA gears and get the stepping. Made it to the bathroom. Did what I did in the bathroom. Now it's me. I got to go back. I hope I don't hear the noise. I hope I don't hear the noise. That's what I was telling myself. I didn't. If I heard it again, that bathroom was gonna be my sanctuary. That's where I was gonna live there. I was not gonna go nowhere. Like, you don't even have to take me to grandma's house, ma, because I'm not even leaving this fucking bathroom. Who knows my fucking name, bro? And why are you whispering it? If you're gonna say something, come to the living room, turn on the light. But ask my mother first, because she does not. My mother's told me many times, I do not have a boyfriend on Con Edison to be paying these fucking bills, leaving these lights on. So if you want to talk to me with lights on, talk to my mother first. But don't whisper my name so you can lead me into some van. The fuck out of here. I was scared of vans. I was worried that somebody was going to kidnap me. I was a cute kid. I'm in the bathroom. I open the door. I don't hear nothing. You know how you have to not move and put your head in a way to make sure you don't hear shit? So I was just like this, and I closed my eyes so I could feel the room. I didn't hear nothing, and I took one step out, and I kind of sped walk. It was one of, and then all you heard was tapping of feet, and I ran to the living room, sat back down, sweating, thinking about life, thinking, we need to start thinking about moving, because I'm no longer going to be living in the house with people who knows my names that whisper it. So I'm sitting there, chilling. These girls are still getting fucking ready. And I'm like, I got 3 sisters and a mother. It's going to take a while for them to get ready. I'm sitting there, and I'm with my toys, and I'm just chilling. And then I hear it again. Donnie. I'm just like, that's gotta be my sisters fucking with me. So that kind of got me a little comfortable. I was like, nah, man, they're messing with me. That's nothing. That's just them playing around and da-da-da. Because they like to scare me. I was abused as a child from my sisters. Oh, Lord. I was abused as a child from my sisters. There's many times they held me. And my head's dangling, pressure to my head. And then they take a little turtle that we had. I had a turtle named Donatello. And it's because I put a little purple thing with fingernail polish. I put purple right on his shell. That's how I knew. And I had him, they put his face next to my face, and his mouth goes like that, right? So it scared the fuck out of me. They've done a lot to me. Hold on. Anyway, I can't think about it no more. I'm sitting there and I'm chilling. Heard the noise. Now I'm starting to freak out. Because now the first time could have been I just heard some bullshit. And it really wasn't what I think I heard. The second time, I was like, it could be an extraterrestrial, but I'm not sure. There has not been no evidence that they exist. So I was iffy on the second one. By the third and fourth, I knew there was something out to get me. Oh, I knew that was my last of days. These people over here get ready for a party. You're about to lose a son. You're not gonna have a brother no more to pick on. I'm out of here. Whoever kidnapped me at that point in my life, they got a lot of work. I ain't gonna make it easy. I want my and I'll hold that note for an hour. I'm hungry. I'll hold that note for an hour. And then after I'm done crying, I'm start asking questions. What year is this van? Where'd you get these handcuffs? How many times have you used them? What's for dinner tonight? Are you going to take me back, or you're holding for ransom? Because if you're holding for ransom, My dad ain't paying shit. So I think you got the wrong child. What kind of air freshener is that in the van? Why do you guys live 2 blocks from my house? I could walk home. I was just, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's going to be a bad day for you. Now I'm not crying. If you looked at me at that moment, it may look like I was crying. I wasn't crying. I think what had happened was a little piece of lint went in my eye because the window was open a little bit and it was breezy. So a little lint went in my eye, and I think I was looking like that. So it looked like I was crying. My eyes were red, my nose was running, and shit like that. And I had the one of those going on, but I didn't scream. I didn't say, "Mama!" I was like, this is some real man shit. I'm gonna have to deal with it like a real man. So I'm just gonna cry in silence. So you saw a lot of these. A lot of hand squeezing. You saw a lot of legs shaking. My legs were shaking like that. Nervousness, normal shit. Then my mom calls me to the room. I said, finally. I go in the room, and my mom has like a little bag. I think it had trash. I don't know what the fuck it had in it. But she said, Papi, can you please take this to the trash can for me in the kitchen? What? So now I'm like, oh, fucking setup. Gotcha. My mom conspired with the robbers to try to take me. We ain't playing this bullshit. We are not playing this bullshit. I'm on to you, Ma. And then I started reading the room. I looked at my sisters to see if they could give me something facially. And then one of my sisters went like this. She went, you know what that means? You know what it means? He's out of here. And then when I said, I grabbed the bag. My mom gave me the bag, right? And I grabbed the bag and I went, trash can in location, Mama. She said, please. A lot of trash. Okay, Mama. And I'm shaking. And I walked out. When I walked out the room, the door closed because my one of my sisters was coming out the little thing to go getting dressed and shit like that. So the door closed because they were still changing. And then all I hear is, yes! Then Mom, but you know what I heard? He's out of here. There's no more of this nigga that we got to deal with. More food for us. We don't have to hear his annoying cries and shit. When I heard yes, I was like, oh, so y'all niggas don't like me. Gotcha. You could have told me that shit. I would have ran away. You know that, right? I would have left. But that's cool. So now the walk to the kitchen was a little exhilarating. It was exhilarating a little bit because I've never felt that type of rush before. Going to danger. I've seen it on movies and TVs and everything, but I've never ever, decided I didn't really decide. I was forced. Because my mom told me to throw it away for her, the trash. So I didn't decide to do it. But I still feel a little rush like, oh my God, if he comes out, I'm going to do one of these on him and I'm going to kick him in the nut and I'm just going to see what happens. Because it's not going to be easy to take me, I tell you that much. My ears are big. I'll slap the fuck out you with a lobe. So I was scared, excited, didn't know what was going to be the outcome out of this. Mind you, all the lights are off. Let me stop right there. I still to this day don't know why I didn't turn on any of the fucking lights. But I heard my mother say, leave the light off because we are about to leave. That was an hour ago. Because every time I turn on the light, it stays on. I don't turn it back off. And now I scream at my son for turning on the light and leaving it on. My bad. But you need to turn it off, nigga, because I'm paying the bill now. So you figure it the fuck out. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. I'm going to charge you $20. I am not playing with you. But anyway, I start two-stepping to the kitchen. And I'm procrastinating. I'm trying to fool myself like, oh, you know what? I forgot, man. I think I saw a piece of paper underneath the table. Let me go do a full sweep and let me try. I was trying to procrastinate to go inside that fucking kitchen because that's where the noise is coming from. I put that shit in there. I start walking towards the kitchen again. I go, and mind you, the main door to leave out of the apartment is in the little hallway from the living room. So, all right, picture this. The living room, and then on this wall is our bedroom, my parents' bedroom, bathroom, kitchen at the end, and then between the kitchen and the living room, there's like a hallway. That hallway has the door to go in and out of the apartment on this side. So that's how the apartment was set up. So we had like a little hallway between the kitchen and the living room that has my mom's room and my dad's room and the bathroom right next to the kitchen. So that's where we walking through. I'm walking through, and we have a fucking dog inside the building that likes to bark. So right when I'm passing through, I hear, I go back to the living room real fast. I've never seen my shoes light up so quick. I think Con Edison had an issue with electricity that day because the quickest run I've ever done in my life was from that door back to the living room. I jumped over couches. Nope. Ain't gonna do it. So I'm like, I'm back to square one. This is gonna take a minute. Stop being a bitch and go throw out the trash. Come back in the living room and be a real man and sit down and wait for them to get ready so you can get the fuck out of here. I'm stressed. Have a lot of anxiety going on in my chest and in my brain. And I say, fuck it. And then I think I'm Mr. Get Down. I think I'm Mr. Get Down. I get up and I start walking with a purpose. Oh, this nigga's a gangster now. So I passed my mom's room. I passed the front door. Dog barking. I don't care. Bark, bitch. Past the bathroom. I'm in the walkway of the kitchen. Now, I've been in this kitchen for multiple years. I've been inside this kitchen. I pretty much was raised inside this kitchen. I've seen everything in this kitchen. I can tell you where the pots were. I can tell you where the refrigerator was. I can tell you where the window of the kitchen was. Facts. Okay, I'll tell you. You walk into the kitchen. Right here, this wall, it's like a hook right here. Wall, and then it turns 90-degree wall. Right? And then another wall that goes out there. It was a rectangle. On the far end, on the left side, there's a window. Next to the window is a refrigerator right here. Across from the refrigerator is, I believe, the stove was there. And then where the stove is at, you have double sink, a little extra of counter space. And then you got the kitchen table was on my end. And then you have a thing that holds spices and shit like that over here, and like a chair right there, right? So where the window is, the refrigerator and the stove, there's a garbage can right underneath it. That's the trash for the kitchen. So I say, we got a little bit of light because one of the lights, because we're in our apartment, it's like a cul-de-sac type of situation. If you look out my window, you'll see the neighbor from the other side of the building. On this end, you'll see the other neighbor. On this end, you'll see my parents' room. All the windows going all the way down. Mind you, we're in the 5th floor. So I can still see my neighbors, and I can see my next door neighbor's window over here and all this other stuff. So there's light coming through from everybody else's apartment. And I look at the trash and I'm like, it's time. We've been dealing with this for a couple of minutes now. Now it's time. It's time for us to get this done. Be the man of the house and throw out the fucking trash, bro. I start walking closer to the garbage. And in my mind, I was like, I'm going to get done with this. I'm going to look for a job. I'm going to go get a car, get an apartment, and shit. It's time for me to live up. I was like 7, 8, so it was about time for me to be a man. So I'm proud of myself so far. I'm walking down, and then my mom had a fancy little pop-up garbage can. You know, you hit the little trigger, and it pops up. So I was like, let's pop this bitch open. The minute that one foot went down to open that trash can, ladies and gentlemen, I can't even finish it because I brought myself back, and I think I thought I could take it. I couldn't take it. The minute, ladies and gentlemen, that I popped open that trash can, the world's biggest rat came out of that garbage can. And this is where my mother and my sisters say that I'm bullshitting. The rat said, Tony, and stood up and raised his hands like this. Like he was a savior. I'm not bullshitting you. I opened the trash can, and all you saw was the silhouette from the lights of the neighbors. And it hit the rat a certain way. I thought, oh fuck, I just found Splinter. I found the real deal Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He said my name, and he moved his arms like that. He was on his 2 feet, and he stood up and started doing this, and then I went, huh? And I stopped because he said my name. And then when he dropped on his all fours on the trash, I hear, and he hissed at me. Ladies and gentlemen, I could have won the Olympic track record of how I ran out that motherfucking kitchen and ran to the living room. Put my feet on the top of the couch just in case the bitch ass nigga wants to walk. Didn't trust my parents at all at this point. At this point, it was mutiny. My sisters never give a fuck about me, so that just verified that they did it. So I go, when I'm running, I was gonna miss this part, but I can't. I have to be transparent if I'm gonna do these stories. I didn't just run. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. If it happened to you at 7 years old, you guys would have done the same fucking thing. I didn't just run. I took the trash that I had in my hand and I flung it. As I flung it, I went, Swat! And I kept that note running all the way back to the living room. Feet up. Of course, my mother, my sisters, everybody came out the room. Yo, what's going on? ¿Qué pasó, papi? Now you worried because he didn't eat me? Was that the plan the whole time? He was supposed to fucking eat me? Now you worry about what I'm screaming about? And as a child that is hyperventilating and breathing funny, doing that shit, I said, I went to the bathroom. Rila, ¿qué pasó? What happened? Because Hispanic parents, when you start crying louder, they don't soften their voice and say, baby, what's going on? Can you please just tell me? My parents, and on most of Hispanic parents, but what happened? You crying, what happened? Muchacho y diablo. You're crying for no reason because you're not telling me what happened. That's what we get. So, my mom starts saying that, and I can't talk. I'm flabbergasted and astonished how I survived this 8 years living in this house. And I finally was able to articulate the trauma that just happened to me. So I tell my mother, and these are the exact words, and this is the argument right here. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I ain't lying to you right now. I need some This is a good weed. Thank God I'm smoking this right now because I'm very stressed right now, ladies and gentlemen. I come and I say, and my mother and my sisters, if they watching, or if my cousins is watching, they probably heard the story. They probably haven't heard this story because there's like internal family shit. But I know my sisters know what the fuck I'm talking about. I go and tell my mother, ay, yo estuve aquí, a tu trabajo ahí está atrás. And a rat came out of the trash can and said, Tony. My mother and every single one of my sisters started laughing their fucking asses off. Let's stop right there. If I tell you that a talking rat just said my name and hissed at me, nothing inside you guys was telling you this shit's kind of weird. And nothing's gonna tell you guys, hey, maybe there's something behind this claim. Let's go to the kitchen and let's investigate the rat problem, the talking rat problem that we have in New York now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've encountered rats before. I've seen them. Yeah. There's a block I used to go down. They used to literally run between your legs when you're walking down that block. Because there's a bunch of trash here. And there was literally abandoned fucking parking lot that was just filled with a bunch of trash there. So the rats were going back and forth. That was their feeding area. And they had rat go right between, but not long enough for me to see the details of that rat's fucking face. You understand what I'm saying? I've had rats fall through the ceiling and fall on my bed on top of me. But I have not stood long enough to see the details in their face. Me and this rat had a connection, ladies and gentlemen. His eyes pierced through mine. I saw teeth. I understood how their digestive system worked. That's how much of a good look I got on this fucking rat. And then when I tell you this, that he was on his two legs and said, Tony, like that, is because that's what happened. That's what I saw. That's what I heard. People saying, oh, you friends with the neighbor. Maybe the neighbor was saying your name out the window and that's what you were hearing. Because usually when you guys want to hang out, she screams your name through the window so you can hear it so you guys can meet up and go play in the roof or go play in the hallway. Maybe that was your friend and the rat was just there. But they're not denying the fact that the rat popped up on me. They're denying the fact that it said my name and it hissed. Then I'm crazy, right? Then I'm fucking crazy. So these girls, these women, started laughing. That's impossible. You don't. That's impossible. So from that point forward, 39 years later, or 31 years later, 31 years later, if you bring up this conversation to my mother and my sisters, they're gonna laugh because they remembered how dumb I sounded when I told them a rat literally said my fucking name and hissed at me. That's my first legitimate interaction with that goddamn rat that ruined my whole, that's the beginning of what made me not like rats. Before, I tolerated them. I didn't want it as a pet, but I wasn't afraid of them. I think that was the beginning of my whole phobia of not liking rats or rodent-related animals. Anything that looks like a rat, get it the fuck out my face. And I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I don't like them. Oh, the rats don't do nothing. What's your most? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? A lot of people scared of spiders. I could hold a spider in my hand and crush it if I wanted to. The spiders don't do it for me. I actually want to buy a tarantula, and if this garage did it, this garage, wow, where the fuck am I? 2020. If this studio doesn't get really, 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 really hot when the AC's not on, if it stood at a comfortable temperature, I would buy a tarantula and keep it inside the studio, 100%. And I told my wife already that I want to get one. She said, get one if you want. But I don't want to keep it in the house because I understand that she doesn't like it. She's afraid of them. She can't even see the little house spiders that we get. She can't even touch them. So a tarantula I know is going to freak her the fuck out. So I don't want it nowhere near her out of respect for her. Ask me who the fuck got a bunny in their house, though. I do. Nobody asks me shit. That's in the rodent family, but it's cute. The bunny is cute. I just don't like it when he opens his mouth. He looks like a fucking rabbit. Fuck out of here. So I'm cool with the rabbit. That's as far as I'm going to go with the rodent family. I'll fuck with a rabbit. Groundhogs and everything else, kiss my ass. Point blank. Point blank. I got another story for you. It's a quick one. I went to work. I was the opening manager. So me and my technician that I opened with that day were in front of the store. Through the glass door, I see a rat in the center of the showroom floor. And you know what I told him? Nope. We're not opening today. Not gonna be in there with that rat. You're crazy. Boy's like, it's just a rat. Just go in there and kill it and get it the fuck out. Oh, he doesn't know. No one told them that's what it was. I'm used to these rats in New York, one tripping you, the other one stealing your fucking wallet. These dudes are the size of fucking cats. When you talk about kill it and get it out of here, it ain't that easy, bruh. I got landlords for that shit. I opened the door, turned the alarm off, and I went right back outside and smoked a cigarette when I smoked. I'm almost about a good 8 months without smoking cigarettes. And then he killed it and got it out. But whatever his fear is, let it be in that showroom at that same time, and that motherfucker would have not been in there. He would have not gone in. Don't judge me for my phobias. That's all I'm saying. Don't judge me by my phobias. I'll do a whole reaction talking about phobias. I don't like them. And that's another thing that I want to do on this channel. I want to pick a topic and just have that conversation about that topic. And not getting into religion or politics, like dumb topics, like weird things that people do type shit and just talking about it, why they do it. I want to start getting into that too. But that's neither here or there. Fuck rats and fuck anything that has to do with rats. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoy Storytime with Ray. Tomorrow, I'm going to think of one tonight for you guys. Tonight, I'm going to give myself homework. And I'm going to think about 3 things that I could talk to you guys about and tell you a story about. So like that, I could have the next 3 days set up. Or the next 2 days set up. Or the next day, because it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I could have next week set up. I'm going to think about a couple of things. And then during the weekend, I'm going to get a notebook and pen, pad, all that. And I'm going to start jotting down a bunch of moments and stuff that I could talk about. So like that, I didn't do it for the last couple of days because of that. I was like, I don't have nothing. My mind wasn't working to come up with something to talk to you guys about. So it was difficult for me to try to come up with something tangible to talk about that is going to be entertaining for you guys, if that makes any sense. But I'm going to set up a plan, and I'm going to execute that plan, and we're going to have a lot of videos coming up. I love all of you from the bottom of my heart. I'm about to go and post all my videos right now, including Storytime with Ray. That will be the last one because I have to work on the thumbnail. I like the app that I'm using for it, and I think thumbnails are coming out really, really good. So I got that going on. I love you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of the night. And I'm going to work. I love you guys. Peace.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Get money, stay high. Go to YouTube for story time with Ray Vibe. We say he's a great guy.